juxtapose, like she's extreme in chested. I mean, she's very chested. I named her after my aunt. My aunt's got big old boobies. Emperado! Come on, boy. You always show out. Now you don't want to show out?
And so, like, y'all are doing a lot of work around here. So what are y'all doing that for?
We are cleaning everything up because I am getting NPIP certified through the state vet. So we know my birds are clean. But my parents are elderly. And since I moved over here, we're just kind of getting everything cleaned up. It's been a mess, but we're getting there.
So a year ago you started, and what did you start with?
I bought my first class. They were Class B's, Cluck Norris and Sugar Baby. And then I had Micros, which was Sydney, and then he sent me a little girl. We called her Cuckoo Chanel because she had a neurological problem, so she looked like the town drunk.
So you just get online and find these birds you like?
I had found them from a breeder in South Louisiana. He was the first one to legally import Seramas 20 years ago, but he is the one that has made them into American Seramas and traditionals, and he took the Malaysian out and bred them with other ones, but the ones I first got were unfortunately killed by a dog when I got called into work. I cried like I ain't cried since my best friend died when I was 20.
Okay, so these are kind of small chickens, so if I'm into chickens and I have one of those little things, you know, you buy from Tractor Supply, maybe Amazon, like your yard hand over there is making, you think this is probably like a better chicken to put in one of those cages as opposed to like a big one?
Oh, she's letting you know to get away.
I mean, would you recommend this chicken if I'm living in...
I could put him and his 5 girls in there, and they could live in there comfortable, but you would have to move it around.
Comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
It's because, like, and so, can you eat these eggs? I mean, obviously you can, but are these like a good bird if you want fresh eggs?
Look at them. Come on. Look at that stance.
So
Smoking
good.
fire.
Yeah.
He is a Class C because he's bigger than all the rest.
But is this like a good chicken to lay eggs if you want fresh eggs?
My chickens lay all through winter and everything.
And they're so tiny, so they could be very comfortable in a cage like this.
These are blowouts. My last hatch. Sydney. Let's go. Let's see.
Who is this here?
Look.
This is one of your workers?
Yes, it is. This is one of my besties with testes. That's Cameron.
Hi, Cameron.
We share a passion for chickens. This is a traditional skunk. He is one of my first hatches. Skunk!
And that's a rooster.
Yes.
So you can just hold a rooster. I mean, who can hold a rooster? You know, because roosters are kind of...
Sydney! And then these are grow-outs. About 3 months old. This was a good hatch because I finally got different colors, but we're moving the little boys in there so I could put my turkey poults and my guineas in here.
And a lot of these are just from incubating them, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if you're at home and you want chickens like this and a pen like that, that's about, what, $300 a pen?
That's $500.
But you could buy a $300 one, though, right?
Yeah, you can get a smaller pen, but, you know, with Seramas, because they are delicate, I mean, you could build them a small box coop and make them a run. But you just got to make sure. The only reason why I have my Seramas running around here is because I have a huge rooster, Tiny, and 2 turkeys that will not let me.
Can we see Tiny? But my point is, this is a really good variety if you just want a small backyard chicken coop, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, look, this cage. You have a lot of space and
Tiny!
not a huge upfront cost.
Tiny! Come here, Tiny! He's hiding.
You're showing it? Wait, Tiny? We have to see Tiny.
That's something you'll have to come see him on the evening right before they
He is huge. And what kind of bird is Tiny? What kind of
Tiny
chicken?
is a Brahma.
A Brahma. He's big.
And we got our little white silky here.
Silky.
Who's Gok? Look how handsome!
And a silky.
He is a Class A.
Explain that to us. What is class
It's a
A?
weight class.
Oh, a weight.
Micros are like 13 ounces. A lot of these birds weigh under a pound.
Look how pretty. They're so tiny. So are these 2 roosters or 2 chickens? I mean 2 hens.
Huh?
What is this? 2 roosters?
Yes.
Look how tiny.
They are 4 months old.
I
5
thought
months
so.
old.
I just want to make sure. But is this full grown?
No, they're not full grown yet. They still got a little bit of ways to go.
But that's probably like, that's the most size they're going to get. They're
That's
not.
probably as tall as they're going to get, but they'll beef out.
Okay, so we hear them crowing in the background. So let's say I live in the city. Do they make like as loud of a crow as a traditional chicken? Extremely loud compared
If you can have a rooster, they're a lot less aggravating. Like if you hear Tiny crow, he sounds like a dragon.
Yeah, but that just crowed right there is not super loud.
No, but I mean, if you can't have roosters, you're not going to be able to disguise
You
it.
heard Tiny?
That's Tiny.
That's
He growls.
yeah, growls. But I think this is like the perfect chicken breed. If I want
It
to,
is the
if like
perfect chicken breed, especially if you want a house chicken, because these chickens, no, even in England, if you just have a pair or even a single, they have diapers for chickens, and people will keep them in their homes.
wow.
Like a parakeet or
No, but I could imagine if I had kids and was in the city, you know, and
I
had a
actually
small
have
backyard, I
a
would.
customer I'm meeting on Saturday. She wanted a pair of pure Malaysians, so I picked her out. What's going to end up being a micro, but I'm actually, because it's for her kids and they've wanted chickens, and I love to see people smile. So I'm going to take the rooster and the cockerel and the pullet she bought, and I'm going to throw another pullet in there just for the smile.